Welcome back to the Jordan Whittington Show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Orange Bloods Texas Football YouTube channel. Long time no speak, but first and foremost, I must say condolences to you and your family. I know you're going through a really, really tough time. So you even taking out the time to do interviews is beyond me. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
you want to jump into it? Or you want to tell me how you are? What's up?
I'm doing, I wouldn't say good, but I'm doing how pretty much anybody would be right now. But yeah, that was my guy. So, but I mean, I kind of found peace in it because the weekend of the Oklahoma State game, he came down here. My family came down here. I don't know if I told you that, but we all got to, spend time together. So um, it was kind of like the timing of it was right,
Mm-hmm.
the whole family was together. But yeah, of course it was tough. But
Yeah.
yeah, got to keep on moving. So
And you see that happening a lot. Like
mm,
right before something tragic happens, you're always like, I was just talking to them, I was just with them. And that was
yeah,
the first thing I thought about when I found out the news. I was like, but he was just there. Like, what do you mean?
yeah, exactly.
But it's kind of like a bittersweet.
Yeah, it is.
But I know last time we did talk about you just wanting to change up your schedule a little bit after you were getting injured, and
Mhm.
that's been taking a toll on you too. How has that been going? Just give me a little bit of an update.
Um, I would say everything's going good as far as like rehab and my shoulder. Everything is on track, on pace. There hasn't really been any setbacks physically.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm feeling good. If everyone is wondering, everything's going good, and yeah, that's pretty much how I'm doing with my shoulder. Everything is good. I'm full range of motion. Working out, so yeah, healing faster than I thought.
Are you looking to come back anytime soon, or are you just really like, I should take a break for now?
I it's hard to answer that because I've been so back and forth with it. You know,
Right.
um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I mean, y'all would know if I decide to, and y'all would know if I decide not to. So if until that decision comes out, I'm just back and forth with it. I don't know if I'm leaning more on one side or the other. I'm kind of in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, I think I pick one more side than the other. So yeah, it's a tough decision. You know,
Yeah.
definitely a tough decision, just with like everything that's going on. But I'm just, I pray about it. So I mean, what's meant to happen, what happened, and you never know. Might surprise everybody. Might not.
I mean, it's definitely not something you should rush into.
Yeah.
I feel like
Mhm.
a lot of athletes, they have something really tragic happen to them, an injury, just
Mhm.
anything happen to them, and then they want to just get back in it to like feel like themselves again.
Yeah.
And then they don't perform up to their ability and they're wondering what's going on. But it turns out it's mentally like sometimes your
Yeah.
spirit isn't right yet.
It's
And
definitely, yeah.
you gotta give it a break.
It's for sure more mental than physical. Physically, do I think I could come back and play physically? Yes. Mentally, where I'm at, I'm not sure. That's why I'm questioning
Yeah.
that part of the game because a lot of football is mental. So that's an important piece of it. So I don't want to, I want to make sure I'm good up here before I even try to
Yeah.
go out there and do something. So that's been my main focus, really, and it's been tough, but I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's understandable. And
Hmm.
have you been watching the games?
Yeah, definitely. I watched the one Saturday when I was in my hometown. My whole family was together, and it's just, I mean, of course, it's disappointing when you're on the team. So yeah, it's disappointing, but
Yeah. So put on your coach's hat. We've done this before.
yeah.
This before.
I would
Talk.
really say I feel like it's the same problem like that I've said before. And I mean, at some point, you gotta hate losing, and you
Mhm.
gotta, I don't know, the mindset just has to change. And I don't know if that's where it's at yet. It could be, I'm not really as involved with the team as I am when I'm playing, so I can't really, tell the vibe of it, bro. But I know one thing that has to change is the mindset. You can't be fine with it, And I feel there's a lot of people in the building that aren't fine with it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe there is some people that, it doesn't really matter that much to them. And when you have that mix up, it's always going to go worse before it goes better, if that makes sense.
And the ones that are kind of having that checked out mindset that you were just talking about, do you think that they're rubbing on some of the other teammates?
Yeah, I think it starts with the leadership. I think you can't allow anybody to get to the checked out mindset, but once you do, then yeah, I think it affects everybody, because then it goes to the leaders, and the leaders don't notice, what they're doing. And it's happened to me, like it's happened to everybody. But I think there are like a big handful of people that aren't checked out, but if you have a little bit of people that are, like I said, it could lead to bad things happening. Okay. And it's just be the little things, So.
Right. And they kind of build on. And it's a lot easier said than done to just snap back into it. Like, it hurts your pride when you just know that you guys have been putting in the work, or you guys know what needs to be done, and it just doesn't translate. That gotta be the most frustrating thing.
That's the most disappointing part about it, because it's not like people aren't out there, working and concentrating on what they got to do, and everyone is, it looks like. And just sometimes things don't go your way. So, I mean, I've been through that plenty of times. So I'm used to, like, I know how it goes. Like, I've been through situations where I'm trying and things just aren't going my way. Like, everyone knows my story. So it's just, you just got to keep your head down and keep working, to be honest. You can't really, at some point it has to be, you have to focus on something more important than a win and a loss. And I'm saying that like in real life too. Like, that's what I had to do. I had to focus on stuff more important than wins and losses. Like I just told you, I found peace because my whole family was there before he left. Like, that's, either way, it's still a loss because he left, but you got to look at the little things like that. And that, I think that's important. I think it translates over. Yeah.
It's understandable. And Texas has unfortunately lost another wide receiver, Joshua Moore. Can you, I know you said that you haven't really been able to be around the team as much, but what type of vibe is happening now that all of this is just going on?
I wouldn't say that the vibe I wouldn't say it's a negative vibe. I would say that the positive vibe is having to be enforced, if that makes sense. But just like with Josh leaving, I don't really know a lot about the situation, but I don't know. It's just, it happens. I don't know how to really answer that question, because I don't really know what went on during that time. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. The team just has to, I don't know. I can't describe the vibe. It's hard for me to answer what is going on right now. I can't answer. It's just something you just gotta have. I don't know. You just gotta have faith. You gotta have faith, and faith comes in uncertainty, and everything is uncertain right now. So you gotta have faith, and I do. I believe in everything that Coach Sark. Just like I've said when we were winning, I'm gonna say the same thing. I believe everything that he's doing is right. So at some point it has to be on us, and we have to take ownership. So yeah, that's all I think is going wrong.
Okay. And I just want you to kind of brag a little. I feel like you could use it too. Brag a little bit. What exactly was Jordan Whittington, wide receiver, bringing to the table that the team is now missing?
Like how you put me on the spot. I would say, in the most humble way, I would say I felt consistent at times, especially third down. That was my, I love third down. I felt like I brought a positive vibe, not through like vocal leadership, but just like my energy. I'm always happy, always laughing. And I think that helped tremendously. What else? And just, I don't know. I'm not a vocal leader, so I can't say that that's missing now that I'm gone. I can say that there's some consistency in just the wide receiver room particularly that is missing, but they have the capability too. And I don't know why it gelled together when all of us were there, when me, Josh, Marcus, X, and everybody was there, and it gelled so good together. I'm not sure why, but you can see it, when you're watching the game. But I don't know. I'm not saying the reason I'm gone is a big reason why this is happening, but like you said, there's just some, I don't know, it's a team thing. So we start the season with everybody there. And, if you take a wheel off of a car,
Exactly.
So that's basically
it's not
how
taking the value out of the car. You telling me what the team is missing without you. It's not taking the value out of the team. It's just kind of pinpointing just a little extra flavor.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is, man. Yeah. I mean, it happens. People get hurt, people transfer, and the best teams adapt to that. And I think we're just adapting right now.
Yeah. So after watching, I know you and me, the last interview we had, we talked about, it's a different perspective, you just watching it.
Yeah.
It's even a little bit different from you just watching film. You watching it like on your TV screen is a lot different perspective than what you're used to. So from watching the Iowa State game, what were just some things that were going through your head that was like, dang, we need to work on this? Like, okay, these are some bullet points.
I would say we just needed to, I think maybe the passing game was one thing that I saw. Assignments, like little details, because I'll know the play when I'm watching it. So I'll know where the mistake was. What else? And just a lot of effort. There's a lot of effort situations where we lacked effort. And just being dominant, like we practice to be. I think there's situations in the game where it doesn't happen. There's situations where it does. But it needs to happen every play, and I'm guilty of it. I've had a lot of plays in the games I've played where you can tell I'm not going as hard as the other one, and I think that's what we have to get rid of.
So I want to pick at it like one more time. Why though? Like you just said, like the consistency wasn't there, the effort kind of wasn't there. The passing game just wasn't really there. Why?
Why?
The golden question.
That's a good one. I'm not sure why. Maybe because I don't know. It's just like that Iowa State game, there was 3 losses before that. That could be a reason. I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of things you could say why for. But if you mix them all together, then maybe it's a confidence thing. I don't know. Maybe that could be it. And
teams do face that.
Yeah.
I can think back to when we had some confidence issues. And I think our coach just sat us down and was like, here's y'all stats. And according to the calculations, we should be blowing everybody out.
And that's and that's the same thing with us. When you're practicing and having a great week of practice and it doesn't go your way, it's confusing and it lowers your confidence because it's like, what else do we need to do? But I think actually now that could be why. It's like uncertainty. Like I said again, but with uncertainty, you gotta have faith. Faith wouldn't exist without uncertainty. If you knew what was going to happen, you wouldn't need faith. Like
Okay.
you wouldn't, if you knew, like, I don't mean to get all religious and everything, but if you knew what would happen after life, would you really need faith if you already knew, if it was written down for you?
Mm-hmm.
No, faith comes when it's uncertain. Like, I don't know, but I got faith in it. So
Okay.
that's when you need it, when it's uncertain. Everything's uncertain right now. So everyone should have faith.
Okay. See, you see how you see how we worked through that? Because we finally did put some, it was like, you guys need confidence to believe that everything is going to be okay. It feels like when y'all make one mistake in the game, it changes the tone for the whole game. And it's like, it was one mistake.
Yeah.
It wasn't even you who made the mistake. Like, just go give them a pat on the back and we move on.
Yeah.
And that, like I keep saying, is way easier said than done. And like the beginning of this conversation, we were just talking about, you know, you run around here thinking that you're fine, but then you go into the game and it's like, okay, maybe we're not.
Yeah.
And I will say that I noticed that right after you guys unfortunately lost to OU. I was like, it's a tough loss. And it felt like it was like taking, like a rug just was taken from under y'all because it was y'all's game, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
And then y'all brought that energy into OSU. And then it was just like, well, maybe that was a fluke. And then brought that energy into, you know, so it keeps feeling like y'all are taking baggage into it.
Yeah.
It is what it is now, though. I like hearing your perspective on it, though.
Yeah, I'll be having a lot of different things going through my mind, but yeah, mistakes are inevitable. So, I mean, it's going to happen.
Well, we're going to keep doing these, keep talking to you, keep keeping you busy.
Yeah.
You know, why would we not have you?
Exactly.
Why would we not? We can check in on your shoulder, see what you're doing, what you're eating for breakfast, stuff like that.
Perfect.
Well, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Orange Bloods Texas Football YouTube channel. It was a good way to close out the Jordan Whittington show.
It was.